state prison out of the 20. He has 6 convictions during that time. Those are all felony convictions. Mr. Green has probably been described as a nonviolent offender during his time in state prison. He's also probably a person that would be on the list for early release, as some in Sacramento have advocated and 3 federal judges have decreed. He is, as you know, not a nonviolent offender in the slightest. He's an individual that needed to be in state prison for a lengthy period of time. In any instance, we will formally announce our results on whether we're seeking the death penalty in the next 2 weeks.
Do you expect the arraignment today to be continued for a later date?
That is the habit of this court system, unfortunately. It shouldn't be continued, quite frankly, but it probably will be. Department 52 at 1:30. This matter, excuse me, let me finish that as I had another thought. This matter should move quickly. Unfortunately, the court system in this county moves very, very slowly because of a culture of continuances that exists throughout the courthouses. This matter should not take years and years to get to trial. Hopefully it won't.
Him being out of prison, and you're accusing him now of this murder. What are your thoughts? This guy should be still in prison, sounds like.
Well, he should, but I don't have any control over that. I don't pass judgment on the man for if he didn't commit a crime to where he should be incarcerated for 18 years, and the system says we have to let him go. You know, we live in a system. You know, we live within this system, and if that's what they say, then that's what we have to live with. You know, I can't fight that. I cannot fight that. And I don't know of anybody that can. You know, he assassinated my son. He does not deserve to be breathing the same air that you and I are breathing right now. And it's just that simple with me. You know, I just want justice for my son. That's all I want. That's all my wife wants. That's all my daughter wants. That's all my other son wants, is we want justice for him.
Do you feel that parole officers dropped the ball on this guy, that your department should have been notified of the threats that he had made to his family a week before the murder?
I don't blame the parole officers or the parole department at all. I will make an observation. I look at the activities of our police officers, and I will tell you that in this town, a huge amount of our arrests, our activities, a substantial number of what we do involves parolees and sending them back to prison. And I've frankly been struck by the fact that the CDCR, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, the parole officers locally, are very, very cooperative with our department. They don't fight us. They, whenever we ask, they cooperate. What I blame is a system that has too many people out on parole in our cities at any given time. The district attorney talked about about widgets and managing resources, and see that's the essential problem. We're trying to manage too few resources. This is what we were talking about earlier. When we look, there's a lot of discussion about how expensive it is to keep somebody in prison. Very little discussion about how expensive it is to let them out. I'm telling you, it is extremely expensive. They are costing you, they're costing the citizens of the state a tremendous amount in hidden taxes because we have to continue to rearrest them, and in the meantime, they are committing crimes. You are not secure in your possessions. Your cars are getting broken into, your houses are getting broken into, people are getting robbed on the street because individuals such as this who have told us already how they intend to live their lives. They have told us, we are criminals. We're not getting jobs. We're not interested in jobs. We look down on you people who have jobs. We're going to steal your stuff, and we're going to hurt you. And then we keep letting them out because we're trying to manage resources. My point would be this. If we don't have enough resources, get more. If the jails are overcrowded, build more. It's too expensive to human life to let these people out. Folks have been told some lies recently. They've been told that we're going to solve prison overcrowding by releasing the old and the infirm. You can't make your numbers that way. There aren't enough of them. So we release the healthy ones, the young and the healthy, like this guy. And we hope that maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll get jobs. They don't get jobs. They don't change.
Thank you.
As Mr. Pacheco was bringing up the death penalty. Have you given thought to that, and have you developed an opinion on what you would
The
like
death
to see?
penalty?
Yes.
If that is the decision, then I'll live with that. You know, I can't do anything about it, like I say. You know, all I can do is form an opinion. It's, you know, personally, if he has to be incarcerated, around, what the hell, it's, when Ryan went to Kuwait, I went on the internet to find out, I would just love to maybe take a flight and see what it costs to go there. But if he's to spend some time in prison, like the rest of his life, I would pay for the ticket to Baghdad, Iraq, for him to spend the rest of his life in Abu Ghraib. Because I can assure you, the prison he spends his time in here is going to be the Beverly Hills of prisons. Abu Ghraib is not a place that you want to go to. And to me, that would be the ideal place for him to spend the rest of his natural days.